Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Gamereactor Plays. I'm Magnus and I'm joined here by Dóri.
Hello.
And today we're looking at Rive,
Yes.
a new game from developer Two Tribes, who's known for developing the Tokitori series, which they've done for years and years, but now they're doing Rive. And can you tell us a bit?
New and last game.
New and last game, that is true.
They
announced...
decided that this is their last game. Their heart isn't in it anymore, so they're disbanding the studio.
But
they're going out with a bang.
But it's quite an old, seasoned studio, like developing for Game Boy and Game Boy Advance and stuff like that.
They've also done some ports and stuff like that.
Yeah, and was huge on the Nintendo DS in the in like 2005, 2006 and stuff like that. So really sad to see them go. But as you say, they're going out with a bang. Do you mind telling us what kind of game Rive is as we jump in?
This is as you can see, you have hard mode. There is no easy mode. There's only hard mode.
Hard mode.
And there's speedrun mode and single credit mode, which basically means one life. But you need to run through it first in order to open that up. Yeah. And we'll just jump right into...
Can you select the first mission? Is there a tutorial available here?
So we'll just start from the beginning.
Yeah, it's good. Let's do that. So
this is basically, you are this little robot, and you're in the action right away.
It's a shmup.
Well, it has shmup elements. It also has platforming, hacking elements. But yeah, mainly shmup.
Yeah, mainly shmup with some so I'm guessing like some basic sort of 2D platforming elements as well.
And you need to find upgrades for your robot. Guide piece.
Yeah.
So
it looks...
to upgrade your hacking, upgrade your weapons. So it has a lot of old school elements mixed in with new school stuff, but it's super fast, unforgiving.
Very difficult as well?
Oh yes.
So in a good way. But you like difficult games.
This is the tutorial, and I was hit with a rock within the first second.
Yeah, I saw. I like it. It reminds me...
And you are collecting these cogs.
So what kind of upgrade systems do you have? Is there like a meta game in terms of like permanent upgrades, or is that you start from a base level all the time and you have to upgrade each level?
No, you upgrade going through, and you need to upgrade both hacking, your weapons, super weapons.
So here we're switching to some platforming as well. So now the very same ship has been sort of grounded in a sort of spider-like robot, so you jump around with that, but you can still shoot and like there's still combat as you platform, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So he's gonna open this door for us, and then we're in the action right away.
Right, so there is actually quite a change of pace.
These are main enemies here, these suicide kamikaze drones just attack us.
Yeah.
Double jump right out of the gate.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty neat. I mean, it does throw a lot of action at you very quickly. I respect it for that.
Like I said, this is just the beginning.
Yeah. So, have you played this game extensively, or?
I got it. I think it was at E3. So I've played it a bit.
Yeah, we've also covered it extensively, like in interviews and stuff. It's always nice to talk to the guys at Two Tribes. Of course, now no more. Was that you that did that?
No. It's because we finished the first mission.
Oh, right. So is there an attempt to do an actual sort of narrative or story?
Very minuscule.
Yeah. So basically...
It's basically, you need to get through this entire ship and scavenge.
Yeah. So, but basically, it's the...
We check the leaderboard here.
It's the same thing that Housemarque does with their sort of more action-based titles, like
I'm
Voxel.
557th in the world out of 2,230.
Like Voxel titles. There is, as you said, a minimal attempt at putting some context into the action, but mostly it's about experiencing that cool gameplay and cool loop.
Yeah, and I'm playing it with the controller right now, even though I'm on PC. I kind of prefer that. You use the stick, it's like a twin stick shooter to move and shoot, and then you jump with the left trigger, you can double jump.
Yeah, I've also thought...
you use your super with the right trigger. I just wasted it there, but...
Yeah, but that's... you showed it off, so it's not completely a waste. I always think that shoot-'em-ups fit better on a controller, personally, just because sticks feel more natural when you move around, circular movement.
So I can't get in here, into the gas station, so... finding a warp system here to upgrade it. And this is kind of has a little bit of a Metroidvania feel to it. You find these areas and you activate these warp gates, and then you can come back when you have more powers.
And explore other parts of a level with new systems and stuff like that.
And here you have the crates for my ultimate attack, I guess you can call it.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. So as you progress, you can see in the bottom right corner, you have the rockets assigned to X. But is there a point where you have all four?
Yes.
Yeah.
And here we have the shop.
Falcon attack. Blunder attack.
Blunder attack. Tesla attack. Tesla attack. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
We're getting this.
Ooh. So do you upgrade visually as well?
No.
Oh.
So now on B, I have the Tesla attack. Oh, actually, yeah.
There is a slight visual upgrade.
Okay.
So you
I didn't notice that on my first playthrough.
Just a slight bit, but I mean, if you have all four, for example, is there any sort of customization available here? Of your ship, I'm guessing?
Like I said, I haven't
gotten
too far.
There may be in some sub-menu somewhere.
Because I had some issues with the
It looks
I had some issues with the preview version, and I've only recently gotten my hands on the final.
What was the issues you had with the preview version?
I mean, I played it on stream, and we had some crashes and stuff like that.
Right. Okay. So stability issues mainly. Okay. But this seems to be quite also like frame rate rise and like the smoothness of the graphics. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, which is of course very important in a fast-paced game like this.
Yeah.
And from the 2-3 missions that I've played off the final retail release, and they've updated it recently.
All right.
From what I've played of that, super smooth, no issues.
Yeah. So have you been? You've only taken a look at the PC version, but it's also available on Xbox One. No, only available on PS4. Other than this. Yeah. Or what? No, I'm taking a look. Why? No. It's available on all consoles. So that's cool. So this is actually a game that, for once, everyone can play, which is a rare thing these days, that there's not some kind of platform exclusivity going on. So that's a joyous occasion.
Yeah. And just to show you real quickly, you see this little guy here? He has a shield. This is a health drone.
So is this swimming?
No, this is without gravity. So I'm flying around.
Oh,
and,
right.
There's also sections where you have gravity, but there's bubbles without gravity. But I can't do anything to this guy right now. Later on, I will get the ability to hack him and have him follow me and heal me.
Oh! Is there several types of bots you can hack to get
turrets?
Oh, that's cool. I love that.
Bots and everything.
I'm still like playing through BioShock, and one of the most joyous things you can do in that game is turn the entire like security system to fight with you.
Yeah.
I love that, like having robotic companions, like as a general like
that
mechanic instead of co-op at least. So, what is there multiplayer here?
No.
Our page over there, we have an open of the game says single player only. It just looks like that this would be obvious to have co-op, but maybe that's something that's in the pipes.
I think with the camera being this close, it would be hard to fit two people on screen.
Yeah, it would be difficult
with the fast-paced action.
Yeah, and also on consoles, maybe you'd have to sacrifice the faster frame rate, and you don't want that. So. No. This is the same thing it is with something like Resogun. This is smooth 60 or not, or go home.
Yeah.
So because I mean that's the entire idea that makes the movement. So
here I've got a hacking module.
Hey, what's that? That's the Spider OS. They haven't even reached version 1.
Oh. And now I have some health with me here.
You got a little heal bot there. You're my escape from a world of pain. Don't. He's putting a lot of pressure on you. So can you have several bots hacked, or maybe you don't know?
No, one at a time.
One at a time.
As far as I've seen so far.
Damn kamikaze bots! They just go completely for you, don't they?
Jeez, and they do. It's like not a one hit on all of them. You really gotta...
Yeah, so basically what we're seeing right now is a lot of platforming. How do you find the balance, sort of from what you played, between the shoot 'em up elements and the platforming? It seems now that it's focused... Is this mainly platforming with shoot 'em up elements, or the other way around?
The thing is, it's both at the same time the entire time.
Oh, right, yeah. it looks like a platformer to me, but maybe when you feel like, you know, circular shooting and stuff, it has
just
shoot 'em up
It's just
sort of feel.
the waves of enemies coming at you the entire time.
Yeah.
It just feels smoppy.
I'm just wondering how much of the game is forced camera movement, and you have to stay in the center, like you know, play basic sort of.
Most of the time, the camera is following you.
Oh right. I guess that doesn't matter really. Like as long as you have full directional control and you can shoot, and then it really doesn't matter. Looks really. One little criticism maybe that to me, maybe visually it's a bit bland. Like there could be more color here.
No, I get what you mean, but
Mostly because we got at least also like end PS3 era, start PS4, Xbox One era. We got a lot of shoot 'em ups. We had a lot of like iconic visual design. So this might be, you know, like a tad bit sci-fi, steampunk-ish, mech-like blend.
yeah, I get what you mean.
But maybe I can't say whether, you know, the color or maybe the more sort of distinct design comes later on. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean there may be other parts of the ship that are more.
Very
visual.
much so. Yeah. And still, like, also with these kinds of things, gameplay is king. So if it feels good to play, then you can almost forgive anything, I'd say.
Let's see if I make it through here.
It's sort of a little sort of gauntlet.
I want to get to the first boss and see if I can get through that guy.
In one try. If it's more than one try, then you fail. Looks very good also when you're jumping. Like, you can jump directly on enemies and gain some extra air and not lose health.
No,
as well, I saw.
I lose health if they touch me.
Oh, right, okay.
Let's move on.
Guess it's here then. Move on.
A special attack grade.
Those giant saw blades is so Super Meat Boy to me. Like, what the game is supposed to do with Super Meat Boy.
I don't know.
Just
Hold steady.
hold steady. So basically what the laser does is
Closing off the area.
Yeah, closing off the area, so higher difficulty. You can still use your super, you know,
Yeah.
because there is extra charges right there. May as well use them before you move on.
When the groups show up and I need it.
Yeah. I'm just thinking it's starting to blink, then it fades.
Oh, I hadn't even noticed that they would disappear.
That's why I'm not playing, so I can notice these things. You know? It has like incredible smoothness, I would say.
Yeah, the controls in this are so on point.
It's kind of sad that we say goodbye to Two Tribes with this and not, you know, just some shit.
Yeah, but then
Basically-
again, I'd rather have them release a super quality product and be happy going out than going out with a failure.
So do we already know now if some of the developers have sort of, you know, are moving on to, are forming new studios, or what's going on there?
I have no word on.
No. It's quite recent this as well, right?
Yeah.
Like within the last couple of months, so...
Yeah, I mean, this just came out like fully... I don't actually have the...
I think a month ago, maybe? Something like that. I saw it on the PlayStation Store. Like, overwhelmingly positive user reviews on the PlayStation Store, at least. So, that's cool. And I'm guessing, like, I'm pretty sure that the game has had pretty solid, sort of like critical reception. So most likely we're going to see a bunch of the developers joining new studios, forming new studios maybe. So we'll see more from the guys who make this. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Because this is...
Also, to me, like, on the new consoles, or newest consoles, I don't think there's enough new, exciting shoot-'em-ups coming out. It's a bit of a genre that sometimes just, like, is taken seriously and comes out in part of, like, the mass...
Oh! Went too far. Went after the health. Made a mistake.
There's not enough shoot-'em-ups coming out, I think. There's a bunch of really cool ones.
We'll give this one more life. See if I make it to the boss.
Yeah. And then we're out. So there is a boss. Is this the first real level or the second tutorial
This
level?
is the first real level.
All right. So does
mission
each level end with a boss?
I believe so.
Right.
Like I said, I haven't finished the third mission. I was playing this and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this down now. We need to do a Gamereactor place on this.
Yeah.
Now they're closing off the area even further.
Speaking of 2D sort of shooter thing, did you see the new games from Thunder Lotus? Their new Sundered?
Nope.
They announced a new game yesterday. Thunder Lotus did. And it's sort of it's the same vein as Jotun, but sort of Lovecraftian and has shooting elements. Still 2D.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks really cool and hand drawn.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it looks great. So it not in the same like directly in the same vein, but probably like the same sort of core design elements. So when these robots explode, they deal damage to each other, which is why they all sort of cascade explode like they do.
Close. What's next? Mother of robot
I like it.
carcasses. This is my bunch of loot right here.
This is my bunch of loot right here. So is this the boss fight?
No, this is the...
Oh, that sweet, sweet currency.
Okay, so this is the end of mission 2. So it's
Yeah.
But we will see the boss right now.
Right. This is like the basic thing with me telling you.
Yeah, I know. But the
come
thing
on, short gameplay walkthroughs. But you get excited.
No, okay, he's further away than I thought. It's
Right.
gonna take a while to get him.
So this is Rive, and it's available right now on PC and Xbox One, Wii U, and PlayStation 4, as far as we can see. And also, it's available on Mac and Linux. So that is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure right now it's out for Windows and PC, but it's coming out. Windows, PC, and PS4, but coming out to a bunch of different platforms in the coming weeks and months ahead.
So
It's pretty
this is
cool.
Rive.
Yeah.
Go buy it now.
Go buy it now.
It's awesome.
Bye.
Bye.